Hello students, welcome back to this lecture series. In today's session, we are going to see about the analysis of singly reinforced section. This is the fifth lecture in this series. So, while going to discuss about the analysis of singly reinforced sections, just we have seen some assumptions in limit state of collapse under flexure. So, based on those assumptions, the strain diagram what we have obtained earlier also that will be like this. So if we consider a section of the given dimensions of overall depth d, effective depth small d, width of section as b, then as we seen that the maximum strain in concrete epsilon cu will be equals to 0.0035 and the ultimate strain in steel epsilon su will be equals to 0.87 fy upon es plus 0.002. And as per the assumptions that this strain varies linearly throughout the section. Similarly, in the same assumptions, we have seen that the stress in concrete is varies as per the idealized stress strain curve, and hence the maximum stress in concrete will be equals to 0.67 FCK upon gamma m, and the value of gamma m for the concrete will be taken as 1.5. Hence, this value of maximum compressive stress in concrete comes to 0.45 FCK. And this stress varies uh, parabolically and then it remains constant up to the ultimate strain value. At the same time, due to these stresses, compressive stresses which are going to develop in the upper part of this section above the neutral axis, the compressive force is going to develop and which is going to act at the centroid of this stress block. And the tensile force is going to develop which is going to act at the CG of the reinforcement what we have provided in the section. So the stress block may be divided into two parts. First is the rectangular part and the second is the parabolic part. And as we have seen in the idealized stress strain curve that the corresponding value of strain at which stress becomes constant, that value is equals to 0.002. So let us consider this distance at which the stress becomes constant will be equals to x1 from the neutral axis. To find out this x1, let us consider the part of the strain diagram what we have seen before. So here we are going to apply the concept of similar triangles. So by using that similar triangle concepts, if we write x1 divided by 0.002, that will be equals to xu divided by 0.0035. So if we simplify this equation to get the value of x1, so that x1 will be equals to 0.57 times xu. So we'll be using this equation to find out the further values hence onward. So this value is important to find out the remaining concepts in further points. So this is the x1 value is 0.57 xu, so that's why the remaining part will be equals to 0.43 xu. Now if we see the stress block, as I told you earlier that the total compressive force which is going to develop in the section is going to act at the CG of this stress block. So to find out this total compressive force Cu, Again, we have to use the simple concept that there are compressive stresses which are going to develop in the concrete block. These sections are going to these stresses are going to apply on the cross section of that beam. So the total compressive force Cu can be calculated by using a simple concept that force is equals to area into stress. So here let us use that concept. So the compressive force Cu will be equals to area into stress that we can get by using area of stress block into width of the section B. So this area of stress block is divided into two parts. First part is the rectangular part. So the area of rectangular part can be calculated as 0.45 FCK into 0.43 XU. Then area of parabola. So that area of parabola can be calculated as 2 by 3 into 0.45 FCK into 0.57 XU. So if we put these two values in the equation to get the compressive force, so that comes to 0.36 FCK XU into B. So this equation we are going to use frequently hence onward to find out the further equations as well as to find out the sections, singly reinforced sections, design of singly reinforced sections and analysis of singly reinforced sections. So this equation is a very important equation. Now as we have calculated the equation for the total compressive force, now we have to calculate or we have to find out the point of application of this compressive force. So as I told earlier that this compressive force Cu is going to act at the Cg of this trace diagram. So we have to find out the Cg of this trace diagram. So let us assume that value as y bar. So as we know the concept to find out the y bar will be equals to a1 y1 plus a2 y2 upon a1 plus a2, because here we are going to consider that we are going to divide this shape into two parts. First is a rectangular part or second is a parabolic part. So let us first consider the rectangular part as A1 or part 1. So the area of this block will be equals to 0.45 FCK upon 0.43 XU. That value comes to 0.1935 FCK into XU. Then the Y bar or the center of this part, rectangular part, is h by 2 and that comes to 0.43 XU by 2, which is equals to 0.215 XU. Now let us consider the product of this A1 and Y1. A1 Y1 will be equals to 0.0416 FCK into XU square. Now let us consider the second part of this trace block, that is area of this parabolic part will be A2. So as we know that the area of parabolic portion will be equals to 2 by 3 into base into height. So that will be equals to 2 by 3 into 0.45 FCK into 0.57 XU. That value comes to 0.1710 FCK into XU. Now the depth of center of this part will be equals to y2, and that y2 will be equals to 3 by 8 into 0.57 XU plus 0.43 XU. So that is equals to 0.643 XU. So the product of A2 Y2 will be equals to 0.1099 FCK XU square. So let us use all these values to find out the value of y bar. So the value of y bar After calculating this all terms, the y bar comes to 0.4156 XU, which we can round up as 0.42 XU. So the depth of this compressive force from the extreme compression fiber will be equals to 0.42 XU. Let us stop here. In next part, we'll discuss about total tensile force which is going to develop in the section. Then we'll discuss about the depth of neutral axis and the lever arm. Thank you. If you like this video, then don't forget to click on like button. Also, subscribe to this channel so that you'll get the notification, and for getting the notification, don't forget to click on the bell icon. Thank you.